Hey there, Cubers! My name is Plus2 and welcome back to an episode of Minecraft on the Project Hydra server. This is episode 6, and I have done a little bit of mining off camera. Yes, indeed, it is quite the meme to do, but I have done a massive amount of work on mining out this area and cleaning and getting this base area ready off camera here. I've actually been working a lot over the last week or two on my last episode on my other series, and so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to dedicate to any one thing here. So just as I have time, I would log onto the server and start clearing out different areas, and it has amounted to a significant change in the area. I'm gonna put like a quick flashback to last episode from this spot here. Whoosh. And we're back. I actually waited that amount of time. I didn't have to wait. I can just, never mind. Anyway, as you can see, yes, this area looks significantly different here. I've actually gotten this whole section here pulled down to as far as it needs to go for the actual base portion of it. There is still a lot of terraforming I'm going to need to do to flatten this area out. I obviously don't want these big cliffs like this. But I've got the area that I need, so that project can come later. I'm not too worried about that. Removed all of the trees and started working on tearing certain areas down as well. There's a lot to tear out over there, so that'll be a little while still while I'm working on getting that all cleared out. But the area that we're going to be focusing on now is this section right over here. You can see right there, there is sort of a slice cut through that mountain range right there. That is the section that I need to take out. I need to bring all of this area right here down to my floor level for the build that I want to do in this episode here. And yes, we are doing a new build in the base this episode that I'm 100% not prepared for. I mean, what fun is a build if you're already prepared for it, right? Yeah, it's an insane build. Super pleased with the design and how it all came out and everything, but there are so many resources that I need that I don't have, but I did actually make a really nice deal for some resources that I didn't have that I now do have. Let me show you that real quick here. I made a deal with Victor he was looking for some concrete powder. I don't know why, but he was looking for some concrete powder, so I traded him some concrete powder for some sugarcane. Yeah, we are, spoiler alert, we're building a sugarcane farm today, and I think this should be enough to get the initial sugarcane farm up and running. It's a big one. It's a new design by me. I think it's new. Don't really care to look because I just came up with it myself, but it's gonna go right here. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, there's so much work to do. There's so much work to do for this episode. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. I have so much concrete I have to make. I think I need like, I need like over 2.5 stacks of, or I need over 2.5 shulker boxes full of just white concrete for the build. So yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big one for sure. But yeah, so not a whole lot of area that I still have to tear out here. Yeah, I got to bring down to, is this the right layer? Yeah, this is the right layer. So I got to bring all this right here down to this layer, which isn't too bad. But that's just the first long step of many long steps for this project. So we're going to go ahead and get underway on that. And hopefully by the end of the episode here, we'll have a super sick sugarcane farm. All right. right, so all things considered, I'd say that build actually went quite well. Definitely the largest, maybe even just largest farm I've ever built in general. I was gonna say largest sugarcane farm, but it's probably the largest just in general farm that I've ever built. That's a big farm. Yeah, just an absolutely massive farm. Something like over 1,700 pistons on its own. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Super efficient though. I did a quick, just like a 10-minute test AFK session with it, and I got almost 18 stacks of sugarcane. So that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Yeah, and again, it's another situation where it's a completely lossless sugarcane farm, which I'm super happy about. That is one of my biggest, I guess, sort of pet peeves with farms like this, is when you take the time to make the resource, but then you don't actually get to collect all of the resource. So yeah, I did want to make sure that that was completely lossless. So this is just the farm itself. I do have to still hook up. I don't want to have the chests be right here on them. Actually, I want to do something else. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but I will be doing something else with the items themselves. The building actually has a taller section right above this farm, or this half of the farm here. So I might have them sort of all feed over to something over here and shoot them up into like a big storage area up top. Not exactly sure, but so I still need to do that. And I still need to obviously build the building around it. I just didn't have enough time yesterday, so I figured I would record this quick clip in between while I'm getting ready to build the exterior. But yeah, I really like the effect of walking down this path right here. This path is really just so I can walk through and make sure nothing's going wrong with it or anything like that. But it does, yeah, it does serve a really cool purpose of looking pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue on and work on the exterior. And there we have it, the completed build, well, nearly completed. Each of these end rods does need to have a piece of lime carpet on the top of it for it to be 100% complete. But that, I'm just waiting for some wool for that. I actually made a couple trades, or sales, I guess, sales/trades. Since the last clip there, I sold a shulker full of granite to Night 99 and a bunch of logs to Victor for quite a bit of wool. So once we get that wool, we'll get that set up so that we can have the lime carpet on that, and that does kind of make it pop a little bit more, just like with the yellow carpet on this building here. So that does add quite a bit to it, I think. But all in all, I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it, and I'm really pleased to have that build done. That is an insane amount of sugarcane that we're getting. I just finished this build earlier this afternoon, and it's crazy quantities of sugarcane. Yeah, this is, yeah, oh yeah, yep, it's, yeah, I don't know why anyone would ever need this but sugarcane, but that's how much I have now. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And pair that up with our creeper farm over there, completely set on rockets forever. For literally forever. It's completely set. And I might do, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'll ever end up selling anything. There already is a shop that sells rockets for fairly cheap. I think it's 1 diamond for 3 stacks or something like that, which is a crazy cheap price. But if I do sort of a bigger shop in the future selling a bunch of stuff, I might do bulk boxes where you can buy just like a shulker full of rockets for, however many diamond block or something like that. Because I certainly have the means to stock it now. And this, I literally, I haven't even AFK'd at this at all. Yeah, I mean, this is just a temporary storage system because it literally filled up faster than I could do anything. Like in the process of having finished it, everything was completely filled and it was not going to last much longer. So I threw together this quick solution here just to get some storage available. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. I might actually, now that I think about it, I might just leave it like this and just kind of dig down really far and just add like a trapdoor at the top and a ladder right here or something like that. I don't know. I'm still playing around with ideas for that, but we'll have to make that look a little bit better. I think that would be nice, but yeah, just a crazy amount of sugarcane. It's another one where I think it's not going to get a proper door, because I don't really need to access it very much. Like I'm not really going to need to go in and out of it all the time, even less so than my concrete converter, which is working fantastically, by the way. I have to say that all of the concrete that was used in this was made using my concrete converter, and it works just wonderfully. So that I'm super pleased with. Now also between clips here, I did a bit of end rating because I had 0 end rods. Well, I might have had like half a stack of end rods, but I needed a significant amount of end rods. So I figured I'd just go to the end and get some. And yeah, I did pretty good. I got a whole ton of shulkers. I actually had more. I've already restocked my my import store thing a couple times now. So yeah, I had a little over, I think I had almost 6 stacks of shulker shells. And I ended up getting, I think it was 8 elytra. And so I restocked elytras. My elytras had finally sold out at my shop. So I restocked that with 6 more, and yeah, tons of diamonds, tons of gear. Super good end rating session. I was in the end doing some rating for about 3.5 hours or so. And that went pretty well. Now I think though, hang on, let's look at something here. Oh, okay. I gotta run to the end really quick. Okay, yeah, hang on, quick timeout. We'll be right back. Some of those. Let's check our shop real quick. Oh, yes, okay. And oh, yeah, heck yeah, look at us go. Excellent. Some of these. All right. Ah, yes. Okay, so that's something I haven't done before, and that's what I wanted to check out. A popped chorus fruit, which is a cooked chorus fruit, and a blaze rod makes 4 end rods. And I think we're going to be using a lot of end rods in our different buildings for things, just because it's a really good-looking sort of futuristic style lighting source, and it works really good. You know, the way that I'm using it, I think it works really good as sort of like a border around the rim of a lot of these builds. So I think we're going to be using a lot of them. And I've once again run myself almost completely out of end rods. I got just about enough to do what I needed to do for that build. So I think what we also need to do is get a chorus fruit farm and blaze farm. I'm trying to think if it makes sense to just farm that stuff manually, but I don't think so. I think the most economical thing would be just to invest the time to build those 2 farms. I'll have to do some playing around with that and see what can end up working best. But oh, and again, I wanted to address the color of things. So far, each building I've made has had a different accent color on it, and that's not really a trend that's going to continue. All 3 of these buildings have sort of different purposes or functions, which is why they have the different colors. I think I've talked about this briefly, but I'll just go ahead and touch on it again real quick here. So the orange is basically my areas. So that is my base, basically. The rest of this is all ancillary stuff, but that is my base. It's where I spend time. So basically, orange signifies my living space. Yellow signifies some type of a processing area. So like if I have a super smelter later on, that'll be a yellow building. And this, the concrete converter, that's a yellow building. Anything related to the growing of stuff. So growing based farms, plant based farms, are going to have this lime green color. Anything related to villagers, I think, is going to have a brown color. And that's all I've got planned out thus far. But so yeah, I just wanted to address that so it doesn't just look like I'm making random colors on each building. They do have a purpose. They do have a significance. So I just think that'll be really cool. Like as the place continues to grow and build higher and higher, I think it'd be cool to have different sort of things you can pick out right away. Like you can just look and see all of the green buildings are, you know, plant-based farms in some regards. I think that'll be really cool. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to do it for this episode here. I think it's going to end up being a little bit shorter than a normal episode, but this has taken a ton of time to get completed, and I'm super happy with the progress that we have made here. And we've got a lot to look forward to going forward as well. And there's still tons and tons of work to do on the base, so I'm going to get started working on all of that stuff, and we'll get some plans figured out for our next episodes here. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next episode.